Welcome to opening day at Fenway Park as the crowd has settled in, and it's a beautiful day here. Blue skies above Fenway Park as the Red Sox start their 2012 home slate. After a tough road trip, Red Sox certainly glad to be back here in the friendly confines of Fenway Park. As Jerry, a very nice ceremony here before the game. Great to see Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek back in the house.
Yeah, we were kind of guessing who would be throwing out the first pitch, and we found out. And no surprise, Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek, and of course Johnny Pesky saying play ball, and it's great to see Johnny back at the ballpark.
Well, it's turned out to be a great day as the Red Sox take the field here this afternoon. As they do, let's check out the visiting Tampa Bay Rays starting nine. It's brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Desmond Jennings leads it off in center field with Carlos Pena back on the Rays again. He's at first base batting second with Evan Longoria at third base. Matt Joyce is in left field in the cleanup spot with Ben Zobrist in right. Jeff Keppinger, a newcomer, at second base with Stephen Vogt, the DH, batting seventh. Jose Molina, the catcher, bats eighth, and Reed Brignac is at shortstop. He bats ninth for the Rays. And on the mound today for the Red Sox, and certainly looking to get off to a good start here at Fenway, is Josh Beckett after a tough loss last time out to the Tigers. Lasted just 4 2/3 innings, giving up 7 hits and 7 runs through 83 pitches in that very tough loss. And last year against Tampa Bay in 3 starts, he was very good. 2-0 with a 0.78 earned run average, and hoping for more of that same kind of success. How about 1 walk to 19 Ks?
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. The Red Sox have made 2 errors in the 6 games that they've played. Kevin Youkilis will be at third base. Mike Aviles, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. And Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Left to right, Donnell McDonald, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Cody Ross. And Kelly Shoppach doing the catching for Josh Beckett.
Well, the umpiring crew today, Tony Rendazzo has a play calling the balls and strikes with Todd Titchener at first base, Brian Gorman at second base, and Larry Vanover is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
Well, this is as good as you can expect right now for April 13th. It is pretty good here at Fenway Park, almost 60 degrees, 59 degrees to be exact. Breeze in left through right at 6 miles per hour. And they're expecting more clear skies through the day, and this is pretty good.
And it's actually supposed to be a very nice weekend, a very warm weekend here in Boston, so that's good news for baseball fans.
Well, the Tampa Bay Rays are here, and Joe Maddon brings in a very good team again with very good starting pitching. They're off to a very good start. They're 4-2 to begin the year. They swept the Yankees right out of the gate in their first home series, and then took on the Tigers, and they are 4-2 coming in. He is very excited about this team. As we talked about it when we saw the Rays during the spring, Joe really feels like this team is maybe the best team the Rays have ever had. So take that into account. You're talking about a team that has been in the postseason a lot over the last few years, and here they are to open up Fenway Park here in 2012. And Josh Beckett's ready to rock. Here's the first pitch, and it is ball 1. We're underway.
One of the problems Beckett said he had his first start, too many pitches down the middle of the plate. We'll be trying to work the corners more effectively this afternoon.
Is 1-0. There's a swing and a miss. Desmond Jennings has moved into center field because B.J. Upton was injured in spring training, a collision out in left center field, and he's still not ready to come back yet. They're hopeful to have him by the end of April. He still needs to really get some at-bats. To left field, Darnell McDonald goes back and reels it in.
Yeah, they try to come inside with a fastball to Desmond Jennings. He hits it hard, but right at Darnell McDonald. Darnell's just going to go back a couple of steps in left field and makes the catch. As the fastball that was supposed to be inside, it stays out over the middle of the plate, but the line drive out to left field.
1 down for Carlos Pena, a Northeastern University product who had left the Rays for a year, went to Chicago with the Cubs, and now back as a member of the Rays, and they're happy to have him. He had a very tough spring training, but he has started the year great. 3 home runs, .429 batting average. Maybe a big part of the Rays' success over the years, and returns to Tampa Bay once again.
In his career, a 107 hitter against Beckett, but he does have 1 home run.
This one fouled back and out of play, and it is 1-1. Well, coming up today, we'll have a couple of special guests. You might imagine who they might be. Tim Wakefield, Jason Varitek will join us. We'll get an update on Carl Crawford, who was at the ballpark today for opening day and was introduced. And some Red Sox small talk. We'll let you know what that is a little bit later. Beckett ready with a 1-1. That'll bounce in for ball 2, 2-1. Carl Crawford starting the year on the DL for the Red Sox. The former Tampa Bay Ray is here and hopefully getting closer to coming back, but he's had another injury that has popped up on. Boy, it's been a tough go for him so far, Jerry.
Elbow injury, but it doesn't seem to be anything serious. Just set him back a few days. Scheduled to start the playing games very shortly.
That is outside, and it's 3-1. Some early action for Crawford working in the outfield today, and a lot of running drills more than anything else. As he worked with the trainers today in his quest to get back as soon as possible. Red Sox going to a deeper shift here on Pena with a count of 3-1.
And they have Kevin Youkilis out in right field.
Pena hits it high in the air to left field. Darnell McDonald going back. He is at the wall, and that ball is off the top of the scoreboard. Ellsbury plays the carom, but into second goes Pena with a one-out double that scrapes the wall on the way down.
Well, Pena has that kind of power. I mean, he can pull the ball with power. He can go to the opposite field with power. Fastball away, he goes with it. He doesn't try to pull it, just takes it to the opposite field and right off the top of the scoreboard for the two-base hit. Good job backing up there by Jacoby Ellsbury.
So one out and Pena in scoring position at second base, and it brings up Evan Longoria. Longoria also off to a good start, to 476 beginning to the year, as he takes strike one. Home run, 4 RBIs, on-base percentage of .577 out of the gate. Leads the majors currently in batting average and in on-base percentage. It's outside, and it's 1-1.
Now Beckett's fastball will be tracking that during the day. So far it's been 91, 92 the high.
And that's about where he was in that first start in Detroit. In the air, playable for Darnell McDonald coming from left field. And he'll take care of out number 2. 2 outs with Pena at second base now. But Jerry, it's hard to get a real read as to whether or not this thumb thing is real or not for Beckett, and whether or not it's a problem.
Well, I think performances are going to tell the difference. I mean, let's put it this way. They would not be sending Josh Beckett to the mound if they thought there was something seriously wrong with him, or if he thought there was something seriously wrong. There's absolutely no way they would be putting him on the mound. So, you know, all the checking out that he got done of the thing, and you know, seeing a couple of different doctors, apparently everything's okay to go. He's made his first start. Now he's making his second start, and we'll see what today's results are.
2 down, Pena at second base, and Matt Joyce the batter. In the dirt for ball 1. Today before the game, Bobby Valentine was asked about continuing to carry 13 pitchers after the road trip, and he said, well, he's kind of holding his breath to see what happens with Josh today, and that's kind of an interesting thought.
Yeah, that was an interesting comment by Valentine, almost like, you know, well, maybe something's not quite right.
A 1-0 to Joyce. There's a swing and a miss. 91 that time, 1-1.
A turnover fastball that time from Beckett at 91. Turns it away from Joyce. Sinking down and actually out of the strike zone. Joyce in that cleanup spot today, 0 for 12 in his career against Beckett.
Different combinations all the time. Joe Madden, he has had Jeff Keppinger, his second baseman, who's batting 6th today in the cleanup spot a couple of times already on the year. Swings through that, and it's 1-2.
Now that's a good changeup by Beckett. That's 86 miles an hour. We're accustomed to seeing him his changeup at 88, 89. That one dropped down to 86, and that's going to fool hitters.
Outside and knocking it down was Shoppach. He mishandled it, and it evens at 2-2. No advance for Pena at second base.
How's a change up again from Beckett? It almost looked like it crossed up Kelly Shoppach.
Full count now to Joyce.
And that makes 3 in a row. 3 change-ups in a row to try to put away Matt Joyce.
Joyce with a .327 average against the Red Sox. It's the highest against any major league club. Started every game so far in left field for the Tampa Bay Rays. Joyce will hit it to center field. Ellsbury going back, dealing with the sun, but is there to make the catch on the base of the track. And then the inning. Rays don't score. The Red Sox are coming up in the home opener from Fenway. Is brought to you by Burger King, the proud sponsor of opening week baseball. A beautiful day at Fenway Park for this home opener for the Red Sox. The Rays don't score in the top of the first inning. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Leading it off and in center field is Jacoby Ellsbury. Dustin Pedroia at second base. Adrian Gonzalez at first base bats third with Kevin Youkilis at third base. David Ortiz, the DH. Darnell McDonald gets a start in left field. He bats sixth with Cody Ross making his Fenway debut in right field. Mike Aviles at shortstop bats eighth. And Kelly Shoppach doing the catching today. The former Rays catcher will do the catching for the Red Sox. David Price on the mound. Last time out against the Yankees, a win, 6 1/3, giving up 2 runs. He threw 107 pitches. And part of that sweep against New York, and last year against Boston in 5 starts, 3-1 with 2.93 earned run average. Red Sox hitting at just 191 against David Price. Ellsbury takes strike 1.
He's got very good stuff. Alive fastball, nasty slider, occasional changeup. Very, very difficult to hit.
Ellsbury off to a slow start. 130 batting average to begin the year. No homers and 2 runs batted in. Ellsbury 3 for 23. Jerry, the road trip very frustrating for the Red Sox, and not all that dissimilar to what they had happen last year. 0-6. They come back 1-5 for the home opener.
Exactly right, and it was a trip where they could not get their pitching and hitting and working in sync. And you see the Red Sox at 1-5 behind Tampa Bay, who's on top at 4-2. One thing that would certainly help, Don, and we've talked about this throughout the first 6 games, is that the offense could really help out a lot of things by jumping out early in a ball game. Red Sox have not been able to do that.
Well, in September, the Red Sox scored first only 7 out of 27 games. And this is on the ground at third and cut off by Longoria, and he fires to first base to get Ellsbury.
The Tampa Bay defense is brought to you by the new film from 20th Century Fox, The Three Stooges. They've made 2 errors in their 6 games. Evan Longoria will be at third base, Reed Brignac the shortstop, Jeff Keppinger at second, and Carlos Pena at first. Left to right, Matt Joyce, Desmond Jennings, and Ben Zobrist, and Jose Molina doing the catching for David Price.
1 out here in the bottom of the first inning, and that'll take us to Dustin Pedroia. It's ball 1 away to Pedroia. He's had a good start, hitting at .320 to begin the year. Pedroia has made a habit of homering on opening day at Fenway Park. He's homered each of the Red Sox last 3 home openers, which ties the club record.
Boy, look where the second baseman is playing him. They play him to pull probably more than any other club that I've seen in the infield.
This one fouled off to the right. 96 featured there by David Price. Only other member of the Red Sox to ever go deep in 3 straight home openers was Fred Lynn, 78, 79, and 80. As you saw, Adrian Gonzalez and then Kevin Youkilis, if we get that far here in the first. Last year, setting career highs in games, 159, had the most home runs he's ever had, 21. This pop-up back at third, foul ground, Brignac and Longoria. And both go after it, neither will get it as they end up in the first row. But the ball ends up behind them.
Looks like both guys collided. It looked like they both had an opportunity to make the catch on that, but they collide right there and knock each other away from the baseball.
So that was certainly catchable for Longoria until Brignac arrived on the scene.
Yeah, and I think Brignac could have had it too.
Kind of took him out. So instead, another chance here for Dustin Pedroia. His defense has been pretty good. They've committed only 2 errors on the year so far, as that'll miss. And it's a full count to Pedroia. He's been operating about 96 miles an hour, and that fastball was as well fouled back.
Yeah, mostly fastballs. I think 1 changeup so far for Price.
Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, alongside Joe Madden. A great job for the Rays, and he's got a Great pitching staff, certainly on the starting side of things again this year. They are deep. 3-2 pitch. In the air to left center field. Matt Joyce and Desmond Jennings, and it's a center fielder, Jennings, who handles out number 2, 2 down. Two away for Adrian Gonzalez. All the bad things that happened last year, certainly one of the good things that happened last year was a very good year turned in by Adrian Gonzalez in his first Red Sox campaign. And looking to do even better this year. He finished second in hitting at .338. 27 homers, 117 runs batted in a year ago. That just missed as Molina tried to bring it back. Again, we are anticipating Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek coming up soon, as they are meeting with the media first downstairs, and then they'll head up here. That'll miss again off the outside edge.
The cut fastball that time from Price that didn't miss by very much.
Keeps trying to grab that corner and not getting it from home plate umpire Tony Randazzo.
Yeah, Molina, the catcher, keeps setting up in the same spot, and Price keeps missing in the same spot, just off the outside corner. Those are pretty good pitches, but not close enough.
That time he chases at 97, and it's a full count.
And that he got to his spot, outside corner, this time over the plate, and the swing and miss.
Youkilis waits on deck, 2 down here in the last half of the first inning. As Gonzalez strikes out, foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. First K from Price through 1. No score from Fenway.
You get it, in Philly and New York and places like that, but here it seems like it's a little different. I think fans are, they know the game, they know what's going on, and not to say they don't in New York and Philly, but it's just a little different feeling here.
Newcomer Cody Ross and his thoughts playing here at Fenway Park in front of the Red Sox Nation for the first time in a Red Sox uniform. And he settles into the sun field out there in right field. Takes a look up there and get used to it, Cody. It's going to be on you out there in right as Ben Zobrist stands in and grounds one foul. Ben Zobrist, Jeff Keppinger, and Stephen Vogt to bat in the inning for Tampa Bay. They got a one-out double from Carlos Pena in the first, but couldn't do anything with it as Beckett Proceeded to get Longoria and Joyce to end the first inning. Eighth time in his 10th campaign in an active major league roster. The Beckett's got an opening day start at home. Fifth time that he has got the home opener for the Red Sox. This one grounded foul down the right field line. I want to remind you to vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week at NESN.com/Amica and enter to win a $100 gift card from NESN to the Yawkey Way team store. Bobby Valentine at the helm of the Red Sox at Fenway Park for the first time. 1-2 is back up the middle into center field, and a base hit for Zobrist to get the second inning started.
A little bit of a flat curveball that time from Josh Beckett to Zobrist. It had been fastballs up to this point. He tries his curveball and it just kind of rolls up the home plate about belt high, and up the middle goes Zobrist with the base hit.
The lead runner on here for the Rays in the second. It brings up Jeff Keppinger. Getting a 250, a home run and a run batted in. Mentioned that he has been in the cleanup spot for the Rays. Started a Rays rally in the ninth inning yesterday. Led the ninth inning off with a single off Justin Verlander. Rays getting the first run of the game on a wild pitch. Couple games at second base for him, couple games as a DH. Had a very good day on opening day. Got a couple of hits off CC Sabathia, going 2 for 3. Runner goes on a ground ball to deep third. That is a fair ball down the left field line to the corner. McDonald heading to get it. Is Zobrist to be waved around. He will score on an RBI double for Jeff Keppinger. It's the Tampa Bay Rays who take a 1-0 lead.
Well, Keppinger gets a fastball inside and he tops it. It's a topspin ground ball that is quickly going to get by the dive and leap right there of Kevin Youkilis at third base. It's going to roll all the way down to the corner. By the time McDonald gets it, a run comes across and Keppinger at second base. So 2 ground ball hits this inning off Beckett.
1-0 Tampa Bay. Stephen Vogt stands in the DH. Quiet start to his season. He is 0 for 8 to begin the year.
And with that man at second base, he'll be looking for something he can try to pull to advance him to third base with less than 2 outs.
Vaughn made his first major league start on Wednesday as a DH. And in that first major league start, he gets to face Justin Verlander for making his major league debut. Vogt showing bunt, pulls it back, takes it down and in, and it evens up at 1-1. Vogt, 27 years of age, was not on the original roster to begin the year, and then was recalled from AAA Durham first day of the year. He's a minor league player of the year last year in the Rays organization. We saw little of him in spring training. On the ground right side, Pedroia able to gather and fire to first for the out. As Keppinger takes third base, was able to get it to the right side, move the runner along. Well, how much would you pay for the ultimate refreshment? How about just 89 cents? That's all it costs for any size frozen or fountain beverage at the Cumberland Farms Chill Zone. Hurry in today and mix up yours.
Well, good job done by Vogt there. He got a changeup that time and he was able to pull the ball to Pedroia, advance the runner. Red Sox infield playing back with the 1 out here early in the ball game.
Here's Jose Molina, who's found a home here with the Rays. Now they bring the infield in as the breaking ball drops in there for strike 1.
I almost expected that, didn't you, Don? Because you expect this to be a low-scoring game with David Price out there, and you want to try to eliminate any runs as you can early in this ball game. They start deep, then they come in. We've seen that a number of times. Now they just stay in close.
Molina chops it with the infield in to short. Aviles to look the runner back and throw him out, but a nice dig out at first base by Gonzalez on a low throw. Keppinger is still at third, but now with 2 down.
So it pays off for Bobby Valentine, bringing the infield in early in the ball game. They do get the ground ball to Aviles. He'll check that runner. A little bounce over at first base, but the nice pick by Adrian Gonzalez. Now with 2 outs, the infield obviously will move back.
Keppinger at third, already a run in for the Rays. Reed Brignac the batter. And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Another good changeup from Beckett at 85 miles an hour. Down out of the strike zone.
Zobrist started the inning with a single. Keppinger with an RBI double. That's the Rays on the board. Beckett has got Vogt and Molina to both ground out. Keppinger is still at third base, and Beckett in an even 30 pitches through an inning and 2/3. Swing and a miss. Elevates on Brignac, and it's 1-2.
Changing directions. He started him with a changeup down and in. Now he goes up and away with a fastball and gets Brignac to chase one that's out of the strike zone.
That'll bounce in, and Shoppach does a good job of knocking it down. Saves a run as he blocks it. It's 2-2.
Beckett trying to go to the curveball here to put him away, and Kelly Shoppach across the curveball, expecting that ball to be down and in the dirt. Able to block it, keep the man to third base.
Bobby Valentine going with Shoppach today, feeling that nobody knows the Tampa Bay Rays better than Shoppach, who was a member of the Rays a year ago. So Saltalamacchia on the bench to begin the game today. Brignac hits it on the ground to short. Aviles gathers and throws, and that'll wrap up the inning. When we come back, Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek will be alongside. defending American League champion Texas Rangers visit Fenway Park for 2-game series this Tuesday and Wednesday. Oakland A's will visit Boston for the second homestand of the season, April 30th, May 1st, and 2nd. Get your tickets now for both of these matchups at redsox.com/tickets. As promised, Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek are in the house here with Tampa Bay on top 1-0. How weird is this for you guys to be here, especially right now?
It's a first.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been anywhere up here.
Me neither. I've never said 17 years. I've never stepped foot on this level before, and you guys got a great view here.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad. We're about 5 stories up here, and it looks real easy from up here.
Oh yeah.
It looks real easy up here.
That's what I used to say in the clubhouse listening to you guys. It's real easy up in the booth.
Well, it's great to see both of you guys. It seemed like a great thing today for the Red Sox to bring you both back together.
Yeah, it was special. Standing behind the flag, Jack and I both looked at each other. I said, don't get emotional on me. And then I started getting emotional, hearing everything that was being said about us. And it's just a special day to be able to share it with each other and to be able to throw out the first pitch at a home opener.
Jason, for you, what went through your mind?
It went fast. I mean, we didn't get to see it. One of the first times I don't get to see any of the opening, ceremony because we were behind the tent and then behind the flag. So, but it was, it's nice to be back here. I mean, it'd be nice to watch the ball game.
And you guys come walking on the field as you've watched many guys walk from left field throughout the years. And the first pitch, perfect by both guys. No knuckleball from Wake.
No, Dewey caught me earlier. He goes, "Don't you dare throw me a knuckleball on the first pitch." And I was tempted to, but I didn't want to hurt him too bad.
How strange was spring? I know it was strange for us not having you guys around, but how strange was spring training for you guys not being there for the first time in so long?
It's funny because him and I just talked about it. After I announced my retirement, and he did too. You're at home, and you might be on the golf course, or you might be out in the boat, or doing something. And you're like, wait a second, is it okay to do this? I felt guilty for being myself, and it took a little while, but it was hard being away. But it's a little bit of a transition, but it's nice to be back here in Fenway Park and get the roar of the crowd back in your blood and watch a great ball game.
And the other thing that they made public today, that both you guys are going to have a day for you during the course of the season. That's going to be awfully nice.
Oh, that's good. Somebody knows. That's good.
That's the first. This is grouped out to center field and in for a hit for Youkilis. First hit of the day for the Red Sox. How strange was it for you, Tech, spring training?
I think when I got down there to announce retirement, then that was when it was weird. I mean, it's a whole new place. All of a sudden, you see the field. I've been training, so I'm ready. I'm ready to do something. But that part was weird, and then you're removed. You're in your routine. You're in the routine. The girls going to school, and this, that, and the other, and you get done, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have to train today. I don't have to. I can because I choose to, but I don't have to. And it changes a lot of things that way.
I think I know the answer to this even before I ask it, but for both of you guys, how important was it to wrap it up in this uniform?
That was the most important thing for me, being able to retire Red Sox. I had always said that from the time I put this uniform on, and spending, the first 4 or 5 years here. This is the place I wanted. I longed to play. I knew I belonged here when I stepped foot on this in the stadium for the first time, and to be able to finally retire as a Red Sox is it's sad but joyous at the same time.
Plus, you said you'd be ready in July if they needed you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in shape.
You look good. You're ready to go. Jason, for you, I know it was all about the uniform in the end too. Also, I would imagine.
Absolutely. That's what it comes down to is the opportunity here wasn't there. So is it worth risking, legacy and the time of being a part of something in the big leagues that not many people have that opportunity, and that's being a part of a 1% to start and finish your big league career in the same place. And for me to go somewhere else, I could probably play at a minimal basis or a third of the time basis for a couple years, but that opportunity wasn't here, so that's not worth it for me. And being at home, and even more so now, proves that to be right.
Have you guys been watching the games early in the season?
Oh yeah,
I have.
It's tough to get away from.
It's tough. Yeah, you can't not turn the TV on knowing what time the game is, and getting away from my daddy duty sometimes. If the game's at 7, we got to get the kids to bed at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. But I make sure it's on somewhere in the house so I can at least hear it.
I got a wonderful little app on my phone that allowed me to be on the course the other day and watch the game. So
that's awesome. Now that's the time.
You got to give me that app.
That's awesome. Well, Jason, so many people have said that you could easily be a manager. You could do anything you want to do in this game. Is that something that would interest you at all at some point after being away for a little while?
Well, I do love the game. I don't know. I'm taking baby steps right now. I'm still talking with Ben, trying to figure out some sort of involvement to learn and to stay involved. But I think that important for me right now is to make sure I maintain my relationships and things with my teammate, and I pay attention. I don't want to lose my mind a little bit, but I also don't want to take away from the time with my kids, my family, my wife, and my new child on the way. But it's in my blood, but I do want to take some time to really let my life settle down.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's better to take a little bit of time, let it spread out, enjoy a little bit of the retirement stuff, and then that itch will come back. It'll be back to get back in it.
Yeah, I agree. There's been a lot of opportunities, I'm sure, for both of us. I know for me, but it's like I don't want to be that busy as we were as players. Being here at the ballpark at 1:30 and leaving at 11, and every day in the daily grind is like, do I want to be that busy again, doing something else? I'm kind of enjoying my time now, like Tech. I'm taking baby steps and weighing a lot of options and seeing what's out there. And the time will tell when I'm ready to go do something else.
Well, you're always welcome here.
I appreciate it. I might take you up on that.
I'm a good little worker. Coffee, donuts, whatever you need. I can go up and down stairs, keep me in shape.
Yeah. Price walking Ortiz after a very good at bat by David, making him work 8-pitch at bat. So the Red Sox get something going here, first and second. Last year you guys got off 0-6, 1-5. Here we go again this year. The mood of the team last year was you had to have the feeling like we're not this bad. I mean, we're going to start to play better, and the Red Sox are hoping for the same thing starting today.
We were all over the map early last year. We were blown out of games before we were in them. We knew that would settle down, and you knew that lineup was going to score some runs. Similar here, they've just had a few pitchers duels and a blowout here. 2 games that could have went either direction. So I think they'll be just fine. They're still settling in and getting healthy and everything.
They could have easily come home 3-3 on that last road trip. So, it's just a matter of getting the breaks at the right times, and I think last year it was the same thing. And we got blown out of some games, but we could have won some, and we didn't. But, it's nice to, being back at home. That really helped us last year, is being in front of your home crowd. You leave spring training, you start the season on the road, 6 games, you're tired. And just to get home and get settled is a huge boost of confidence, and being in front of the Fenway crowd here really is, it's the 26th guy on our roster.
Yeah.
Well, Tech, you've gotten so much praise from the catchers who have been here that you have worked with over the years. First Victor Martinez, who came over, and then Jared Saltalamacchia. Your thoughts on Jared Saltalamacchia, how far he's come catching-wise?
Oh, tenfold. From his first days, and we're in Toronto, and we're doing drills and that kind of stuff. He has some starts, and you get to really see him play late in the year before he had to get his thumb taken care of. Just the ease and everything, and his poise back there, to just his overall structure, his ability. You watch him right now; he catches the ball as good or better than anybody in the game, and it's a big testament to his work, the work he's put in, the job Tuck does, and it's continuous process every day to get you to a point, but you may not see it now, and like all the work he did last year shows now.
Well, we really appreciate you guys coming up. We're looking forward to your own days when you guys come back on your own. I'm sure we'll be back up here again to the 5th floor.
Oh, yeah.
And we thank you very much for coming up.
Thanks for having us. We'll see you next week for the 100-year anniversary.
We'll be back again.
Pretty cool.
I told you I have a good worker. I can pick up your papers.
Well, great to have Tim Wakefield and Jason Varitek with us on this home opener from Fenway Park. Red Sox have something going. Runners at first and second. And a swing and a miss. Cody Ross Batting here with 1 out in the inning. Youkilis at second base, Ortiz at first. And Ross backs back out of the way. It's 1-2, 97 from Price. That's great, Joe. I didn't know they were having individual days. That was.
I thought I heard that announcement during the opening ceremonies.
You did?
I thought I did.
Which is in there for strike 3. Ross takes strike 3, and he doesn't like it either. McDonald didn't like strike 3. Either did Ross. And it's 2 down in the inning as Price battles back.
And Price doesn't like the fact that the Red Sox are complaining about these strikes. Cody Ross jumping back from an inside fastball that does pick up the inside corner, so both McDonald and Ross not happy. Take a look at the strikeout to Darnell McDonald first. Fastball. Looks like a strike to me, and the same to Cody Ross. I mean, very close pitches, but both guys not happy about him.
Two down, 2 on, and Mike Aviles will take strike 1 over the inside corner. Seven out of 8 first pitch strikes. On the ground, right side, Keppinger arranging to his left to throw out Aviles and wrap up the inning. Threat goes by the boards. When we come back, Jenny Dell will check in with Josh Beckett and his thoughts on opening day after this. It is brought to you by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we're made of historic milestones, and now our home team has reached one of its own. Congratulations on this special anniversary from one Boston institution to another. So on to the top half of the third inning. It's 1-0. Tampa Bay on top. Red Sox threaten but do not score. And in the bottom of the second inning, Desmond Jennings leads it off. It's Jennings, Pena, and Longoria. as Beckett misses inside and falls behind 2-0. Jennings lined out to the left fielder Darnell McDonald in the first inning. Beckett had a 16-minute wait as this one is lifted foul down the left field line. Well, Jerry, when your career was over, how hard was it for you when baseball season started, and how difficult? I mean, you've done it your whole life, and then all of a sudden it's not there anymore.
You know, Don, it was actually easier for me, I think, than probably both Jason and Tim, because I could not play anymore. I knew I couldn't play.
It's decided for you.
It was decided for me, and I think that made it a little bit easier. And it's not easy because it's something you've done your whole life. And, you know, all of a sudden you're sitting home watching these games on TV when you're so used to being at the ballpark playing in them. But I think because of the injury, it took a little bit of the edge off. You know, if I felt like I could still play a couple, 2, 3 more years, it would have been much tougher, I think.
This is lifted to right. Cody Ross backpedaling in right field will make the catch as we check in with Jenny Dell.
Well, Don, it's Josh Beckett's 5th time in 7 seasons with the Red Sox. Said he's got the starting assignment at the home opener, and he said it's a day like no other.
Such a special place to, I'm telling you, like, I know everybody gets to see it driving up, but it's really exciting to drive up and see all that stuff on the day you're pitching. It's really neat. The Yawkey Way thing, I mean, there's probably not another place like it, you know, because, I mean, like I said, there's really no way to describe it. You know, driving up Boylston and you know, waiting at the crosswalks, and I mean, everybody's already down there. I mean, it's as busy right then as it will be after the game. So.
In Beckett's first 8 starts at Fenway Park last season, he was 4-0, and in 6 of those 8 starts, Don, he only allowed 1 run or less.
No, he was very impressive against Tampa Bay, especially, and off to a good start today. He's got 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Just got Pena to bounce out to first base, and it'll bring up Evan Longoria. You want to stay tuned after the 3rd out of the top of the 3rd inning. Day has finally arrived. Larry, Moe, and Curly are back. The Three Stooges, the movie, has goofed its way into theaters today. And you'll get a special preview coming up at the end of this half.
Did you watch the Three Stooges when you were a kid?
I sure did. 2 down in the 3rd inning. Evan Longoria takes strike 1. Longoria flied out to left field, and Darnell McDonald in the 1st inning. Ground ball softly this time to Aviles. Fired at first, and that'll end the inning. Larry, Moe, and Curly are back. The Three Stooges, the movie, goofs its way into theaters today, Friday the 13th. Last night under their belts, the Bruins head into Game 2 against the Capitals tomorrow afternoon at the Garden. Essen has you covered right here with a full hour. Bruins face-off live at 2 o'clock. Post-game coverage will begin immediately after the final buzzer on Nesson Plus. Chris Kelly scored the game winner just a minute 18 into overtime. Tim Thomas's 5th career postseason shutout. And Jerry, did you catch any of it? It was pretty good.
I caught the third period on. A very good game from what I saw. And certainly Tim Thomas on his game last night. Kelly with the game winner in overtime. I just got back into my seat.
Just in time to see it.
Just in time.
Me too. Well, here is leading it off for the Red Sox. Kelly Shoppach batting out of the number 9 spot. He was the catcher last year for these Tampa Bay Rays. He's off to a 1-for-7 start. For a strike to Shoppach, evens the count at 1-1. Good price last year. Throwing to Kelly Shoppach, now facing him here today. This home opener. They have moved the second baseman over to the shortstop side, left side of the infield here on Shoppach. Overload on the left side.
That's something you don't see very much in the game anymore, is that shift put on right-handed hitters. The majority of it, 99% of it, is against left-handed hitters.
A 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up. Did he? They'll check. Yes, he did, according to Todd Titchener. Well, driving in this morning for Kelly Shoppach. Well, there's texting and then there's eating cereal on the way in.
It's breakfast on the go.
Handing out advice, tweeting advice. 2-2 pitch hits Shoppach and down to first he goes. But this happens a lot. We've seen it in the early going already.
Well, that should come as no surprise to the Tampa Bay Rays. They see this a lot, or they saw this a lot from Kelly Shoppach. He just about sticks his elbow out there to get hit by the pitch.
Oh, for over 100 years, Gulf Oil and the Boston Red Sox have been proud to be a part of American history. Moving forward, Gulf is thrilled to serve as the official electricity supplier to Fenway Park as it celebrates its 100th birthday. From one legend to another, congratulations. Lead runner on here in the third inning for the Red Sox. There's Jacoby Ellsbury, gets straightened up with a pitch inside. Yankees have their home opener today. They are taking on the Angels, and in the 7th inning with New York on top 5-0. Jorge Posada threw out the first pitch there, so kind of a similar scenario to what took place here at Fenway Park today. A guy retiring in spring training and honoring greats, as Jason Varitek, Tim Wakefield honored here at Fenway. Posada at the new Yankee Stadium, and it's been a good day for New York. Ellsbury will foul it off and is down 1-2. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox earn a save, CVS Pharmacy will make a donation to Boston Children's Hospital towards their $25,000 donation this season. Ellsbury takes it, and another very close pitch. The Price does not get credit for it. 97. We'll see where this ended up.
He's been wearing out that outside part of the plate for most of the day, and this one just misses the outside corner. Good eye by Ellsbury. Good pitch by Price.
Pedroia on deck. Nobody out in the third. A little bloop down the left field line that's going to land fair. Matt Joyce over the plate, heading for third base as Shoppach. Throw goes there, and it is late. Up to second base goes Ellsbury, and the Red Sox have something going in the third. Just a bloop, and it'll work.
Yeah, he hit a nasty pitch here. It looks like it might be a cut fastball down and away, as you can see, off the part of the plate and see him lunge and just serve that ball down the left field line. Shoppach was hesitating a little bit around second base, finally made a decision to go to third and slides in safely. With that, Ellsbury to second.
Ellsbury gets credit for a double. Shoppach at third base now, and a meeting at the mound. Jim Hickey, pitching coach, out to talk it over.
Well, you talk about hitting a tough pitch right there. Jacoby Ellsbury, that was nasty. And somehow able to make contact and dump it into left field for the hit. One more look at that pitch that Jacoby doubles on. That ball down and away off the plate and still somehow covers the plate. The backside wasn't there, but the top side was.
Second and third, nobody out. Red Sox trailing by a run, and here's Dustin Pedroia. 308 start to his season, and his first at bat against David Price. Skied out to the center fielder. Here's ball one. A 1-0. That's on the corner, and evens at 1-1. Since the start of Dustin's first full season in the majors in 07, he ranks third in the American League with 205 doubles. They're behind Robinson Cano and Nick Markakis in that category. Yeah, he's trying to work the corner again as Price, but it's outside. Not close, and it's 3-1. Twitter users, if you follow NESN and include hashtag Red Sox in your tweets, your post could end up on the air during the game. Red Sox baseball on NESN, be part of it. Wakefield and Varitek talk. '60th pitch for David Price. It's ball four. Pedroia is down to first base. Red Sox have him loaded. Second free pass served up by Price of the day.
Well, a chance here for the Red Sox to have a big inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. Get a little distance between them and the Rays.
Adrian Gonzalez struck out swinging in the first inning. One of three strikeouts for David Price so far in 2+ innings in his first jam really of the afternoon. And after that first pitch, fouling back. Career .354 hitter with the bases loaded, Adrian Gonzalez. That's with Shoppach at third base, Ellsbury at second base, and Pedroia at first. Nobody out. Gonzalez fights another tough pitch off, 0-2.
Yeah, tough pitch, you're right, Don. The fastball up and in on Gonzalez that time. About letter high inside. Tied him up a little bit. Fouled it straight back.
Hit batter, a double, and a walk. It led to the bases loaded for the Red Sox, who trailed by a run. Gonzalez takes it inside. It's already the 18th pitch of the inning for Price. Has had to work hard here in the third. Youkilis waits on deck. Gonzalez hits a ground ball base hit into left field. Shoppach scores from third, and the game is tied at 1. Adrian Gonzalez drives in the game-tying run.
Well, we've seen a couple of left-handed hitters in this inning cover the outside part of the plate. Jacoby Ellsbury earlier, this one a fastball. Gonzalez outside corner and slaps it right by Longoria, who was in the shift. See where Longoria is playing in, but way over towards shortstop. That opens up the big hole, and Gonzalez picks up the base hit.
So base is still loaded, nobody out, and Kevin Youkilis the batter. Youkilis with a single to center field to begin the second inning. He'll take strike one from Price. .96 but missing, and it's 1-1. Red Sox had 2 on, nobody out in the second, but could not score as Price was able to strike out McDonald, and then Ross, and got Aviles to ground out. But Shoppach gets it started here in the third, hit by a pitch, and he scores the game-tying run. And still nobody out here for Boston in the third. Youkilis with a swing and a miss, 1-2.
Changeup from Price that time. His changeup registering at 84 miles an hour, so you got a fastball at about 95, 96. And that changeup at 84, that's a nice differential between those two pitches.
In the air to right, Zobrist is back there. He will make the catch, tagging at third base is Ellsbury. He'll score, and the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. Youkilis will pick up the RBI on the sac fly that puts Boston on top.
Well, Kevin Youkilis picks up his first RBI of the season on the fly ball deep to right field. Back to the fastball this time, and Youkilis takes it deep enough to Ben Zobrist to get that run home. And the Red Sox take the lead. Valentine likes it.
First and third, and 1 out now in the inning. And David Ortiz coming up. He had a very long at bat in the second inning before he earned a walk. And gets his second look at David Price. Lehman knocks it down for ball 1 at 95. We're taking your tweets and also watching what some of the players are having to say. Certainly David has been a part of a number of these opening days at Fenway Park, and there's nothing like it, as he estimates. '70th pitch for David Price coming up. And it's a foul tip. It's 1-1.
Saving those breaking balls right there for the left-handed hitters, and that's a very good one. Good curve ball there from Price. He got the swing and miss from Ortiz, and quickly jumps ahead.
This one fouled straight back. I'll remind you, the hottest seats in New England are at boston.com/tickets, powered by Ace Ticket. Read boston.com's outstanding sports coverage, then find game times and buy tickets as you follow your favorite teams. Your seats await at boston.com/tickets. Pedroia at third base, Adrian Gonzalez at first base. 1 out in the third. Red Sox have pushed across 2 and take a 2-1 lead. Ortiz hits a grounder softly towards third. Longoria bare hands, no play, and the Red Sox grab their third run of the day. Not the hardest hit ball David Ortiz will ever have, but he'll take it. It's an RBI infield hit, and the Red Sox take a 3-1 lead.
Excuse me for David Ortiz, and excuse me swing. A little tap down that third base line. That's a pitch he actually wanted to take. He was trying to hold up the swing. but makes the contact. And see again where Longoria is. He's playing him to pull with the shift on, and no play at first base.
So first and second now with one out. And Darnell McDonald standing in. He struck out looking in the second inning. The key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura dealers. Darnell McDonald 7 for 21 against David Price, who has had to work hard here in the third inning. And pitch count rising. This will be pitch number 74. And that one is up and away. 2-0. Kind of grabbing at his back there a little bit after that last pitch, and now trying to stretch it out. There's ball 3, and it's 3-0. Look at the breakdown by inning. He's able to get out of the jam in the second inning unscathed, but here in the third, the Red Sox have got to him for 3 runs. Already his 5th 3-ball count of his outing. You got Jim Hickey on the phone. Some stirring in the Rays pen. In the dirt, ball 4. And down to first base goes Darnell McDonald. 3rd walk served up by Price. And this has not been a good inning for David Price.
Well, they tried a couple of changeups and added back to Darnell McDonald, but they were not even close. As I mentioned at the beginning, Red Sox with an opportunity to open this game up early. That's something they have not been able to do so far this season.
Kirk Badenhop is warming in the pen now for the Rays. He is first up, and he just started warming up. Bases filled with Red Sox. Still 1 out here in the third inning. Cody Ross becomes the 8th member of the Red Sox to bat in the inning. There is ball 1. Price working from behind again. Gonzalez at third base, Ortiz at second base, and McDonald at first. With 1 out here in the last half of the third inning. And a check swing. Did he go? No. This is Todd Tickner, first base umpire, and it's 2-0.
And that's the one thing you don't want to do right now is help out David Price. He's having a struggle right now to not chase pitches out of the strike zone. That time Ross is able to stay off a bad pitch.
44 strikes, 35 balls so far for Price. He's not been very sharp today, and he's fallen behind 3-0. In comes Carlos Pena from first base to offer some advice. That's a strike over the outside corner, and it's 3-1 now to Ross. Foul and out of play. David Price, 26 years of age, today marking his 90th career start. It's amazing what he's been able to accomplish against the American League East. It was tough pitching in the American League East, but he was 24-9 lifetime and 43 starts against the AL East with a 2.91 earned run average. 727 winning percentage against the East. 3-2 is to short. Brignac will go to second for one, on to first for two, and a big double play turned by the Rays. But the Red Sox put a 3 spot on the board and take a 3-1 lead.
Has been taking Boston fans by storm. It was written and recorded by Massachusetts native Brian Evans, who has teamed up with Jim Rice and Best Buy for a commercial to promote the smash hit at Fenway. The song debuted at number 3 on Amazon.com and music downloads. Check out BrianEvans.com or iTunes to get the song, or buy it at Yorkie Way Store.
3-1 Red Sox on top of the Rays thanks to a 3-run bottom of the third inning for Boston. Matt Joyce leading it off here for the Rays. A 25-minute wait for Josh Beckett as he misses with ball 1. Matt Joyce flied out to center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. The Red Sox able to get to David Price for 3 runs. 8 men came to bat, and Price ends up getting a pretty big double play to end last inning. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, very big double play for David Price, who was really struggling at that point.
Joyce will rip this foul down into the seats and out of play. Red Sox starting behind again today as the Rays got a run in the second, but they answer in the third inning, and Beckett has retired 6 Tampa Bay Rays in a row as he starts the 4th. Joyce to right. Ross was deep, comes in and makes the diving catch. Lunges forward to keep that from hitting the grass and makes the grab.
I think Cody Ross at times out in the right field are going to remind folks of Trot Nixon. That's how he plays the game. There's the sinking line drive. He had to get a good jump on it to be able to make a catch like that. Cody Ross also wearing the same number as Trot Nixon, number 7.
One down here in the 4th inning, and it brings up Ben Zobrist. Zobrist singled and scored in the second inning. Rays are without their closer Kyle Farnsworth, who begins the year in the DL. They do have Fernando Rodney, who is closing games out for Joe Madden, and so far the bullpen has been a little inconsistent. The starting pitching's been very good, the offense been pretty good, but bullpen, they're trying to find their way a little bit, kind of like the Red Sox role wise, and they too have their closer that they anticipated would begin the year closing games on the DL.
Somehow the Rays always seem to find their way, don't they?
They do. And every time that bullpen turns out to be great by year's end. 3-0. That's a strike, 3-1. Strike two as Beckett battles back, full count. There is ball four, and the first walk given up by Beckett of the day breaks up a string of 7 batters in a row retired. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Red Sox home game. Dunkin' Donuts hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Thousands of kids have had the chance to catch a Red Sox game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Today we welcome the sports heroes from Cranston, Rhode Island to historic Fenway Park. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community. They got opening day here at Fenway Park, and it is a beautiful day at that. Sun shining brightly here, blue skies above Fenway, and the shadows are starting to make their way across home plate. Jeff Keppinger reaches out and fouls it off to the right, out of play.
Yesterday at times, as we look at Wade Davis and Badenhop loosening in the bullpen. Yesterday we had some hail in the area, in certain areas around New England. Today it couldn't be more perfect for opening day.
Good thing they waited a day.
Exactly.
Well, now one on, Keppinger the batter. Great to be home though, isn't it?
Oh, nice.
Long time.
Really nice. Well, let's take a look at some fan defense. Ah, nice reach over, but it's got a glove. You know, I don't know if it's a top 10. Top 10 so far this year.
The first, and back is Zobrist. Keppinger with a double to drive in the Rays run in the second inning. John Henry, Tom Werner during the game today. And the Pizzuti Henry here as well, here today on this opening day from Fenway Park. 1-1 is in the air out to shallow left center. Ellsbury settles underneath and puts it away. 2 down. Back to the bag at first goes Zobrist. Well, it's time now for today's AT&T trivia question. The question was, who was the winning pitcher for the Red Sox in their last home opener against the Rays? The answer for you a little bit later. Two down, Ben Zobrist at first base, and Stephen Vogt, the batter. He is 0 for 9 to start the season. And takes a look at ball one. Next half, we'll tell you a little bit about what small talk is about. We talked about it a little bit earlier, and we will let you know what it's about. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the kids are having fun, that's for sure.
Great time.
Look like you and me before a game.
To first, Gonzalez knocks it down, has time to recover, and tags the bag to end the inning. We will have some small talk when we come back.
The Amica Pit Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And speaking of covering, Red Sox lefties covering the plate last inning. Jacoby Ellsbury slapping one down that left field line. And then an outside fastball right there to Gonzalez, also going down to left field for the base hit. So two big at-bats in a 3-run inning for the Red Sox.
This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. The pitcher is Burke Badenhop into the game for the Rays. His fourth appearance of the year, no record, a 5.40 earned run average. Opponent sitting at 333 against him. Drafted in 2005. And part of the Miguel Cabrera deal going to Detroit. Ended up with the Marlins. 2011, 50 appearances for the Marlins. There's a ground ball to short off the bat of Aviles. And Brignac throws him out. It's time now to check in on small talk. Let's take a look.
They've faced the Boston media.
We want to win more than anyone here.
But are they ready for an even tougher line of questioning?
I could ask you some tough questions. Do you color? Do you get nervous?
Oh, yeah.
Red Sox Small Talk.
Red Sox Small Talk? What's that? Red Sox Small Talk. I'm a really good reporter.
Sundays this season.
Stay tuned. Are you ready?
Well, that could be pretty tough. There's some tough questions coming out there.
I took part in small talk, and they asked some tough questions.
Red Sox Small Talk, a new segment on the Red Sox pregame where kids have the chance to ask questions. Would you have to answer some tough questions?
Yes, absolutely.
Next half, we will have some sample questions that Kevin Youkilis was tested on. He was the first to take the hot seat this Sunday. And we'll get a little bit of that. One out in the fourth inning. Would you say they're tougher than the Boston media in your past experiences?
No, but they were nice, honest questions. You know,
yeah.
They wanted to know certain things.
Do you color? I heard was one of them. That one you could handle.
And of course I don't. Not anymore.
2-1 pitch is in the air out to left center field. Did pretty well. Joyce and Jennings on the run, and that'll get up against the wall in a hop. Shoppach heads for second base, and he will get there standing. It is a one-out double for Kelly Shoppach. Second time he's been aboard today.
Yeah, he got things started back in the third inning by getting hit by a pitch. Now he gets a fastball inside and finds that gap in left center field up against the scoreboard. One bounce to the scoreboard and Shoppach in scoring position at second base.
A tough day today for David Price, who was chased from the game after just 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. He walked 3, struck out 3, got a big double play to get out of any further damage in the third. Works out to be his last inning. His shortest start since July 25th of 2009, and throws 83 pitches in 3 innings. So 1 out, runner at second, and Ellsbury takes strike 1. Just didn't appear to have it today. As David Price is on the hook at the moment.
And the Red Sox not really helping him out. You know, when he was out of the strike zone, they were not swinging at those pitches, so they got that pitch count built up early for David Price.
Ended up throwing 38 pitches in the third inning, his final inning of work. Baden-Hop works here in the game. Wade Davis is warming in the bullpen. He had been warming up earlier as well. It's outside, and it's 2-1 now to Ellsbury.
That's back-to-back changeups from Baden-Hop that both have missed.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Change up again. This time Ellsbury expecting a fastball on the 2-1 count. Didn't get it. Got another change up. And a little bit of an off-balance swing by Jacoby.
Burke Baden-Hop into the game. 29-year-old. Shadows just taking over home plate as Ellsbury lines it into right center field. A base hit. Shoppach being waved around. Little stumble around third, but he will get in with the Red Sox 4th run of the day. Jacoby Ellsbury drives it in, and the Red Sox lead it 4-1.
Well, we kind of talked in the pregame show about today how, you know, Jacoby's got to start to get hot, and maybe this is it. 2 for 3 this afternoon. He's the catalyst at the top of the lineup for the Red Sox. Looked like Shoppach was surprised he was getting waved home. But he does come all the way around the score, and the Red Sox have the 4-1 lead. Ellsbury picking up his 3rd RBI of the season.
So Ellsbury at first base, 1 out in the inning, and Dustin Pedroia coming up. Dustin flied out to center field in the first, walked and scored in the third. And now the catcher Molina will head out and talk to Baden-Hop. Well, the always popular standing room only packs are back for the 2012 season. They're a game against the Yankees, who are a popular summer weekend day with an exciting game this season to create your own unique standing room only packs. See 2 great games for as little as $40. Get your tickets today at redsox.com/SRO packs. Red Sox scoring 3 times in the third. They've added a run in the fourth and have a 4-1 lead with Ellsbury at first base in this home opener at Fenway Park. In there for strike, and it's 2-1.
And basically, Jacoby Ellsbury tried to go on this 2-1 count. Still looking for his first steal of the season.
That's away, and it's 3-1 now. Pedroia now, Gonzalez next with one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ellsbury was off, but the pitch fouled off down the right field line, out of play. As we play here in the fourth inning with one out, this would be the 100th pitch of the day for Rays pitching. Red Sox been pretty patient with his Rays pitching staff so far as they check on Ellsbury at first base.
And he's definitely going on the 3-2 count.
Goes. It's a ground ball towards the bag at second. They get the out at second and a throw to first for the double play. And going in hard is Ellsbury, and he is coming up lame here. The shoulder appears to be the problem as he and Brignac kind of arrive at the same time at second base, and Ellsbury is in some pain. That will wrap up the inning, but certainly the concern right now is Jacoby Ellsbury on that shoulder. We will find out. We return to Fenway Park. They get there at about the same time. And boy, Jerry, that looked bad going in, and
I think it's the right shoulder, Don. He makes contact first with his left shoulder, as you can see there, but then Brignac falls on the right shoulder. And Jacoby Ellsbury leaving this ball game. There's the contact with the left, but then watch Brignac fall on the right. And I think that's the one that's given him the problem right there. Off on the 3-2 count, and he was right on top of Brignac, making good solid contact, but he gets the bad end of it, as you can see Brignac falling on that right arm, right shoulder area.
Jose Molina will pop it up on the first pitch. Back at first. Gonzalez puts the glasses down and takes care of it. And foul ground for out number 1 of the 5th. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Changes for the Red Sox as a result. Ryan Sweeney comes into the game for the Red Sox in right field. Cody Ross moves from right to center field. With 1 out in the 5th. Reed Brignac, the batter, and he fouls it off to the left out of play. That's about the last thing the Red Sox need right now, is to lose the likes of Jacoby Ellsbury.
Exactly right. It was early in the season a couple of years ago, and Jacoby holding that arm pretty securely as he walked off the field.
Brignac to right center. Ross just into center. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs in the 5th inning. It is time out for the answer to our AT&T trivia question. The winning pitcher for the Red Sox in their last home opener against these Tampa Bay Rays, and it's the same guy, Josh Beckett, April 7th, 2009. That time he outdueled James Shields. 7 innings of 2 hit, 1 run ball. Struck out 10. Last time the Red Sox failed to win a home opener was 2004. And they lost to the Blue Jays. Last 2 home openers have been wins against the New York Yankees. Red Sox are out to a 4-1 advantage today as the Rays bat here in the 5th with 2 outs in the inning. That is strike 2, and it's 0-2. A much better Josh Beckett appears here today, Jerry, than what we saw certainly in Detroit.
Well, we talked about it early in the game, Don, hitting corners, and that's exactly what he's done with his fastball in this ball game this afternoon. Velocity has been about the same as it was in game 1. He's around 90, 91 with his fastball, but location has been much, much better.
Jennings hits it on the ground. Pedroia to his left. Throw that'll get there in time. It's a 7 pitch. 1, 2, 3, 5th, and halfway through. Red Sox have a 4-1 lead. edition is brought to you by Eastern Bank. Tradition, history, and a commitment to everyone on our team. These are just a few of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out more at easternbank.com. Last half of the fifth inning at Fenway Park. Red Sox have a 4-1 lead. A new pitcher for the Rays, their third of the day, is vying for a spot in the rotation where he was last year, but finds his way in the pen to begin the year. That's Wade Davis. And into the game here in the fifth inning. Clayton Pop leaves after an inning of work. 2 hits, giving up a run. Didn't walk anybody, nor did he strike anybody out. And Adrian Gonzalez leads it off here in the fifth. Adrian struck out swinging in the first inning. He singled to drive in a run in the third inning. Hits it in the air to right field. Son a problem for Zobrist, but he comes in to make the catch. I mentioned and showed you some small talk earlier. Here's an example with Kevin Youkilis.
Hi, my name's Andrew. Can you guys you're my favorite baseball player? Who's your favorite baseball player?
Hi, Andrew. My favorite baseball player? Wow, that's a good question. There's so many good ones here. You know, the one guy I've been with my whole career is David Ortiz. So I'd say David's probably my favorite baseball player because we've been teammates the longest, and we're the last 2 left in the 2014.
Well, a little taste of small talk. It's going to be a great show. One down is Kevin Youkilis. Takes the pitch for a ball down. It's 1-1. On the ground to third base. Longoria's got it. His throw across the diamond in time, and there's 2 away.
You know, I've been talking a lot about Kevin Youkilis trying to get back to his form of 2008 with his stance, and we've kind of gone to a split screen. As you look at 2008, it's on your left, and you can see the bat wrapped around his head, but look at his head. He's seeing the ball very good, and his elbows are not anywhere near there. His stance is spread out a little bit more. When you look toward last year, look at his head, how it's tucked into his arm, and the feet are a little bit closer together. He's trying to get back to more of the picture on the left.
Ortiz grounds into the shift on the right side from short right. Keppinger will throw him out. Wade Davis has a 1-2-3 fifth. We're through 5. It's 4-1 Boston. By WB Mason's Coffee Service, featuring Keurig Coffee System with Green Mountain Coffee. It's on to the top half of the 6th inning back at Fenway Park. Josh Beckett back on the mound. Red Sox enjoy a 4-1 lead over the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's Carlos Pena to lead it off. Pena with a double in the first and grounded out in the third. Tap one foul at the dish.
You talked about coming home, Don. Did you make yourself a nice meal last night?
No.
I know you're a cook.
I know, but I didn't. I actually took my girls to dinner last night.
Is that right?
A very nice night, yeah.
I was hoping for a home-cooked meal for the first time in a month and a half, but that didn't happen.
You didn't get that either, did you? No.
And it's not going to happen tonight either.
No, you're going out again, huh?
Yeah.
Is there a home-cooked meal in your future any point during the homestand, you think?
I have a feeling my wife is retired from cooking.
It's all over.
I think it's all over. I think it's eaten out every night.
Well, I mean, you have your own restaurants you could go to. That's good. I mean, it's kind of like eating at home if you're at your own place.
It's amazing. I mean, spaghetti and meatballs maybe. I don't know, anything.
Something. Down to left center field, sending Cody Ross back onto the warning track to make the catch for out number 1 of the 6th inning. Well, NESN.com Red Sox beat writer Didier Morais took a look at the similarities and differences between Bobby Valentine and Joe Maddon's managing styles. Spoke to Carl Crawford and Kelly Shoppach, who have played for both men. For details and more on the methods behind Valentine and Maddon, visit NESN.com and click on the story on the home page. Carl Crawford told Didier that one of the biggest differences between the two managers is the way they regulate the clubhouse behind the scenes. As this one is fouled back and out of play. Six in a row now retired by Josh Beckett. '70th pitch is a swing and a miss. Part of being on the road is having the comfort of the candles in the room, Jerry. And of course, we started on the road, so we didn't have any candles in the room.
Yeah.
But we'd like to thank Yankee Candle once again for coming up big for us, or me, for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank them, as always, Karen Woods and Frank McParton from Yankee Candle for the season. We're all set now because Detroit didn't feel right, Toronto didn't feel right. It was all because you don't have the comforts of home with you on the road.
Well, you get the benefit of Yankee Candle, but I actually watch stuff that they do. Did you ever hear that show, The Boss? The boss makes himself up and goes around.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean, the CEO who?
Yeah. They just did one on Yankee Candle. Undercover Boss.
Yeah, Undercover Boss. Great show. Now to center field. Ross tracking it back towards the triangle to make the catch. They're well hit balls, but he's handled them both. So there's 2 down here in the 6th inning as we send it to Tom Caron for a game break. TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. We look forward to seeing you on Yawkey Way after the game. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Matt Joyce bats a flied out to center in the first, lined out to right in the 4th. A liner this time that finds its way into left field, and he's got himself a base hit. First hit of the day for Matt Joyce. Breaks up a string of 7 in a row, retired by Beckett.
And that is the first hit that Matt Joyce has ever had against Josh Beckett. He was 0 for 14 prior to this at bat. He gets a Beckett fastball, not a bad pitch away. The line shot over the head of Aviles.
Two down in the 6th inning. Joyce at first base and Ben Zobrist the batter. He has been aboard twice today, a single and a walk. Has also scored the Rays' only run. Grounds one towards second base. Pedroia will take his time and throw out Zobrist to end the inning. It's a 9-pitch inning for Beckett, who is settling in. It's 4-1 Red Sox. at Fenway Park. Great ceremony before the game. Jason Varitek and Tim Wakefield throwing out the first pitch. And some scoring for the Red Sox. A trailed 1-0. This double down the line for Jacoby Ellsbury getting the scoring started. David Ortiz, a dribbler down the third base line, leads to another run. Red Sox scored 3 times in the third and have a 4-1 lead in the game. Cody Ross is now the center fielder, and it's kind of overshadowed what has happened today is the injury to Jacoby Ellsbury. Injured on this double play in the 4th inning, and landing on his shoulder was Reed Brignac. And Ellsbury had to leave the game as Brignac comes down hard on the shoulder. And Ellsbury walked off the field kind of holding it in the same spot. Darnell McDonald leads it off here in the 6th inning. McDonald struck out in the 2nd inning. He walked in the 3rd.
Shadows becoming an issue now as they creep out between the pitcher's mound and home plate.
Chop foul over by the Rays dugout, and it's 1-2. I remind you to follow the Red Sox at the MLB.com @BAT12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows mobile. You get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit redsox.com for details. Jason Varitek saying earlier that he's already got an app on his phone where he can watch games wherever he is now in his current retired state.
He was on the golf course watching the game. That's perfect.
Darnell McDonald batting now, Cody Ross next, and then Mike Aviles expected here in the bottom of the 6th inning. In the air to right field, the Sunfield. Ben Zobrist will battle it and make the catch for the first out of the 6th inning.
Doing more on defense is brought to you by Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of Home Depot, and Cody Ross making the defensive play of the game so far in this one. A diving catch out there in right field. He has since moved across to center field.
Ross has struck out and grounded into a double play today, 0 for 2. As he takes strike 1. 190 average out of the gate for Ross to begin the year. Still looking for a hit today. He had hit safely in his first 4 games that he has started. On the ground to third, Longoria's got it. His sidearm toss in plenty of time. And there are 2 outs in the inning.
Well, Jacoby Ellsbury getting hurt at second base, left shoulder. Actually, right shoulder, I'm sorry. As you can see, the Brignac coming down on his right side. And Red Sox have announced that it is a right shoulder injury. And so a further test will be taking on Jacoby. We certainly hope that it's not serious.
5 in a row retired by reliever now, Wade Davis, former starter for the Rays. One of the guys who was vying for a spot in the rotation, but they had so much depth that he ended up in the pen. 2 hopper out to Brignac at short, and throw is clanked off the glove of Pena, and reaching at first base at Aviles. Davis been out of the inning, but Brignac with a bad throw from short.
A lot of times that's a ball Pena, very good first baseman, will handle, but this time it drops right out of his glove. You can see this ball sail back into the runner, and I think that caused the drop at first base by Pena as the runner was coming down on him. Brignac was upset with himself for not making a better throw.
Or charged on the play, 2 down in the inning. Breakout charged with the throwing error. And here's Kelly Shoppach, who has been aboard twice today. On the ground, right side is open, and that's going to get into right field. And the second baseman on the shortstop side, and Shoppach goes that way, kind of off the end of the bat. It spins its way out to right, and all of a sudden it's first and third with 2 down.
Well, Shoppach making Bobby Valentine look very smart here this afternoon by giving him the start. Beckett having a good performance. That ball right toward the end of the bat of Shoppach. But as you mentioned, Don, they're in that shift and a wide open hole at second base. Shoppach on base 3 times out of the 9 spot.
First and third, 2 down. And Jacoby Ellsbury would leave this game in the 4th inning. He was 2 for 3 in this spot, and Ryan Sweeney bats here with 2 outs in the inning. Second time I called him Mark today.
You got Mark on your mind.
I don't know why. It's Ryan Sweeney, and he was all spring training, and he still is today.
He will be tomorrow.
And he's going to be tomorrow. Yeah, Sweeney takes strike 1. He's hit safely in each of his first 5 games with the Red Sox. 8 for 18 at .444. And drove in the go-ahead run for the Red Sox, their only win of the year. Sprays it foul and is down 0-2. Well, Ryan Sweeney's first major league hit came in this Fenway Park. He was a member of the Chicago White Sox back in 2006. And of course went to the Oakland A's. Now comes here to the Red Sox, part of the Andrew Bailey deal. A very quiet beginning to the spring, but heated up towards the end and has carried it into the regular season. 0-2 is high. Taken off for second is Shoppach. A bit of a delayed steal. Surprise, and he is safe. It's not the prettiest slide ever. Kind of flopped in, but the delayed steal.
Well, Shoppach's going to hear about that after the game. Here's a delay steal. 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. Once it gets by the hitter, there goes Shoppach trying to catch everybody sleeping. And I don't know what he was doing going into the second base bag. He slid a little early.
Oh.
You know what he was doing, Don? He was sliding because he thought it was a Little League field.
I mean, that had to hurt his head. He kind of went head first. Look at the helmet plant he does here at the end.
This is not something that Shoppach does very often, and I guess we can see why. Watch Shoppach slide. He's about 10 feet from the bag. Here comes the slide. Whoops. I got to get up and go further. So he won't forget his first stolen base of the season. That's for sure. Or his career.
You'd never know that was the first one he'd ever stolen. 2 down, second and third. Sweeney will pop it up left side, and Breakout is there to make the catch that ends the inning. As we have played 6 from Fenway at 4-1, Red Sox on top.
Casino of the Boston Red Sox has endless opportunities to dine, play, thrill, relax, and of course, win. When you're here, you can be anyone. Foxwoods, anything but ordinary.
Top of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park, 4-1. Red Sox on top of the Rays. And first pitch swinging is Jeff Keppinger. Down from first base comes Adrian Gonzalez for the first out of the 7th inning. Josh Beckett has worked well here today and 75 pitches deep with 1 out of the 7th inning. Last 3 batters have only seen 1 pitch each, so they've been less patient as the day has gone on.
Well, Beckett's proven to them that he's going to throw strikes, and he's throwing good strikes on the corners. He's mixing in his changeup. Not too many curveballs in this game for Beckett, but he hasn't needed it.
And 0 for 10 start for Stephen Vogt. That's with 1 out and take strike 1. See the shadows about halfway between the plate and the mound. Over the inside corner for strike 2. Beckett quickly ahead, 0-2.
There's a curveball that we have not seen a lot of from Josh today, but a good one right there to quickly get ahead. No balls and 2 strikes.
In the air to shallow left. Aviles out, McDonald in, and McDonald makes the catch for the second out of the 7th inning. Well, coming up immediately following the game today, stay with us for WB Mason's Red Sox Extra Innings Live. TC, Eck, Peter, and Jenny get a complete recap of all the opening day festivities, and Eck will break down Josh Beckett's outing this afternoon. We'll also hear from the Sox starter as well as Bobby Valentine's live press conference. It's all coming up after the game, only on Nesson. Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. 6 2/3, just the 1 run for Beckett. 79th pitch is grounded through the left side into left field. A base hit for Jose Molina. His first hit of the day.
And once again, these Tampa Bay hitters being very aggressive with Beckett. This time Molina finds a hole between third and short for the base hit. Bottom of the strike zone for Josh. Not a bad pitch, but the base hit.
Like a pinch hitter coming up here would be Luke Scott, who will bat for Reed Brignac, the shortstop for the Rays, former Baltimore Oriole. As the Rays trailing by 3 runs here, have a runner on with 2 down in the 7th inning.
And for Brignac, number 30, Luke Scott.
Boos for Luke Scott as he got part of the pregame introductions here at Fenway Park as well. Some of the quotes during the offseason. Fans come in and take over the city. He was talking about when he was a member of the Orioles. They're ruthless, they're vulgar, they cause trouble. The clubhouse was like, we just won the World Series. Go home, Boston, pack your bags, see you next year. Some of the Orioles enjoying the victory last year against the Red Sox that sent them home. And certainly Luke Scott had lots to say. That was a few months ago. And there was even more today, which we'll have for you. The 80th pitch coming up here for Beckett. He's in the dirt. Shoppach knocks it down, keeps it in front of him. Baseball player going there to work, it's a dump. I mean, it's old. It does have a great feel and nostalgia, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be at a good facility and get my work in. From a player's point of view, it's not a place where you want to go to work.
Nice way to start off the 100th year of Fenway.
Yeah, welcome to Fenway, Luke.
Yeah, it's a dump.
You don't like the fans, you don't like the place, you don't like much of anything. But he's here for 4 days, as the Rays are going to be here throughout the weekend and right through Monday. Two down in the 7th. Jose Molina at first base. They did not hold on Molina. He in the air to left field. Darnell McDonald going back onto the warning track. He'll make the running catch and bang into the wall. This catch by Darnell McDonald. That'll be a long way to go. 4-1. Red Sox have the lead here at Fenway Park. It's 7th inning stretch in this home opener from Fenway. And we'll keep it right here for God Bless America.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winning numbers for today's 50-50 raffle are now posted on the center field video board. We thank you for your continued support of the Red Sox Foundation. We ask you now to please rise and stretch and prepare to sing along with our Fenway Park organist as he plays Take Me Out to the Ball Game. But before that, we greet a 5th grader from St. Albans, Vermont, who was a finalist in the 2011 Sing Your Way to Fenway contest. Here to sing God Bless America, please welcome 11-year-old Rosie Newton.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her to the light from the lightning above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
or any other types of curveballs. Check out what else we're made of at easternbank.com. Bottom of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. Red Sox have a 4-1 lead on this opening day from Fenway. And Red Sox Nation all heart. It's a pretty good looking sign. Did a lot of work on that one, Jerry.
They must spend all winter doing that one.
There's more Wade Davis here for the Rays into his 3rd inning of relief. Dustin Pedroia, Adrian Gonzalez, and Kevin Youkilis expected to bat in the 7th. On the ground down the line at 3rd.
I think fans today have been treated also to something new as we look at Elliott Johnson, the new shortstop. Don, for the first time, I don't think I've ever seen this before with you, but you have the stuff coming out of your pocket.
Yes, the pocket stuff. I tried it today. I had one other that I wore 2 years ago, I think, on opening day. What do you think? I mean, kind of mixed reviews so far from
you. For you, it's good. You know, you got a nice rose on.
But that was part of the pregame ceremony. We all did.
You all did it?
Yeah. Someone suggested that I have Homer Simpson in my pocket, kind of a Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing of it is that I didn't do this. This is one of these. I'll share with you a secret.
I've some other secret.
It's fraudulent in that it's really just this.
Yeah.
It's not really the napkin that you fold up yourself.
What is it made of?
It's
polyester.
Yes, it's 100% polyester, I think.
That's good.
So
looks very nice.
But you didn't say whether or not you like it, so this is okay with you.
Oh, anything you want to wear is okay with me. It looks very, very nice. I think it brings out a lot of the suit.
Yeah.
For me, it's. I don't see myself.
You don't think so?
No.
This is outside for ball one.
But for you, very nice. You and Dave and Joe on the field. All the Red Sox announcers, as they said, doing the pregame ceremonies. I felt like someone was missing from.
There was somebody missing. There was one other guy. It was a swing and a miss, and Pedroia strikes out. First out of the 7th inning. First strikeout for Davis.
Fastball inside here to Pedroia, up and in to pick up the strikeout. Dustin 0 for 3 on the afternoon with a walk. They said Red Sox announcers. And
I don't think they said all of the Red Sox announcers. They said, just here are some.
They may have said all. But somebody's got to man the booth, and I feel in those situations.
Yes, because something could go badly wrong, and then we have no one to cover.
And, somebody could come in and steal all our stuff. And so, we've got to. Somebody has to be up here, and that's apparently me. It's been me for a long time.
You've got to guard the booth. You're very good at it. For a long time, you've been guarding the booth. And nothing's ever been missing. Every time I get up here, everything's ready to go.
Right
where we left it. Adrian Gonzalez batting with 1 out, a count of 1-0. This is line fair down the right field line. Over to play it is Zobrist. Adrian will pull it up with a 1-out single. His second hit of the day.
Gonzalez using the whole field today, going to the opposite field earlier in the ball game and driving a run back in the 3rd, and now pulling the ball right down the line. Zobrist got on this in a hurry in right field and holds Adrian to a base hit. That looked like a cut fastball that started to get in on Gonzalez, but he cleans it out for the single.
One out, one on, and it brings up Kevin Youkilis. Singled in the 2nd inning. Sac fly in the 3rd, and then grounded out in the 5th. Sac fly and RBI, his first of the year. Time to ask Jerry again. We have a tweet for Jerry. What is your favorite thing about Don? This could take some time.
Well, it's a comment.
Is there anything really? Is there anything that?
It's your personality.
Okay.
You're a funny guy. You make me laugh.
Okay.
You're a very, very good play-by-play guy. Very sharp dresser, as that is obvious today. There's many positive qualities about Don. I could go on and on for days.
I'm not going to stop you. I think I like this Ask Jerry segment, though. It's another one. Give Don mouth to mouth.
No.
It'd be all over. I'd be dead. You're going to draw a line someplace. Oh.
You got to draw the line.
Yeah,
you know
there's definitely a line.
Yeah. I could call for somebody else. I would call 911.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'd probably.
Huh?
I wouldn't expect you to. I really.
You'd rather have 911.
I'd rather be dead.
Yeah.
So.
This is getting
We're
a little
friends.
too personal.
Well, ask anything. We'll answer it. Here to answer any of your questions. 1-2 is inside. I'm glad you call someone, though.
Huh?
That's good. I'm glad you call someone.
Oh, no, I'd go right to 911 without question. But I'd run the other way. There's a guy on the floor in the booth.
Yeah. Swing and a miss as Euclid goes chasing after that, and 2 strikeouts in the inning for Wade Davis.
Wade Davis has done a very nice job here quieting this Red Sox offense as we move toward the latter part of the ball game. That fastball away from Euclid. He's trying to make some contact and foul it off.
So 2 down, Gonzalez at first, and David Ortiz coming up.
Yes, 911. This is Jerry Remy. There's a guy in the booth with stuff coming out of his pocket. He seems to be in very bad shape. Could you please hurry?
Have you tried mouth-to-mouth resuscitation yet, Mr. Remy?
I don't know it.
This one is sent foul off to the left, out of play.
As far as I'll go, I'll pump his chest a couple of times.
Ortiz jumps back, a pitch inside, and it's 1-1. David Price started today for the Rays and lasted just 3 innings. Red Sox got to him for 3 runs. Baden Hopp came in and gave up a run in an inning. And Wade Davis has been in since the 5th. Runner at first with 2 down, and a 1-1 coming to David Ortiz. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
You know, one of the things I forgot to mention about that on that Twitter question, you're very positive also.
Think so?
Just like me.
Yes, we're very positive people.
That's why we get along so well.
Yes, very upbeat. Always look at
very optimistic.
The upside. Yes.
Upside of everything.
Glass half full all the time. Swing and a miss. Ortiz strikes out. In fact, Davis strikes out the side. Played 7 from Fenway. It's 4-1. Red Sox on top. is brought to you by Burger King, proud sponsor of opening week baseball. 4-1, Red Sox on top of the Rays as we head to the 8th. Josh Beckett into the 8th inning. Pretty economical today with his pitch count. That was pitch number 82. There is action behind him as the inning starts. Left-hander Franklin Morales, right-hander Vicente Padilla warming up behind Beckett. Top of the order for the Rays, Desmond Jennings pops it up, foul ground. Shoppach coming back, but will not have a play. Well, tonight at 10, join Dara McIntosh for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. They have a complete recap of all the sights and sounds from today's opener at Fenway, plus the preview Bruins Capitals game 2. Matchup tomorrow at the Garden as the Bees look to take a 2-0 series lead following last night's overtime thriller. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight at 10, only on Nesson. 1-1 is lined to left, and it's caught in left field by Darnell McDonald. It was headed towards the grass. Darnell went down to get it, and he picks it for out number 1.
Well, John Els had a very nice afternoon defensively out there in left field. A sinking line drive that he just barely gets that glove to before the ball hits the grass. He's been busy going back toward the wall on a couple of plays.
One out in the 8th inning. Carlos Pena, the batter, he doubled back in the first inning. Since then, he is grounded out and flied out to the warning track in center. Well, some gentlemen who have to be happy with today and the way things have gone here. Red Sox on top 4-1. Home opener. And a special season it is. The 100th celebration here at Fenway Park. What a special year it is going to be. John, Tom, and Larry. One out in the 8th. As a pitch outside to Pena. 1-1. In there for a strike, and it's 1-2.
There's that changeup, which has been a very good pitch for Josh Beckett today. Joel Peralta loosening in the bullpen for the Rays.
Two balls, two strikes to Carlos Pena. Thought about it. Did he go? No. Says third base umpire Larry Van Over. And it's a full count now, 3-2.
Beckett going back to the curveball again and almost gets the swing from Pena. Able to check it right at the last minute. Oh, last second, I should say.
Swing and a miss. Beckett strikes out Carlos Pena. That is just the first strikeout of the day for Beckett. Amazing. 2 down.
Yeah, and that coming on the curveball right there. A curveball away from Pena. Trying to protect the outside part of that plate. No contact, and Beckett picks up As Don said, only his first strikeout.
I mentioned there was action behind Beckett. That action has kind of changed now. Alfredo Aceves has joined Franklin Morales in the Boston pen. 2 outs. Evan Longoria takes a pitch inside. 91 pitches for Beckett. He threw 83 pitches in his first start. And much better result here today than that first start against the Tigers. High fly ball foul and out of play, 1-1. Well, it's time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow, game 2 of the series. The Red Sox will have to deal with reigning Rookie of the Year, Jeremy Hellickson. He was 1 out away from a complete game in his first start. Clay Buchholz gets the ball for Boston. His 1.81 ERA against the Rays, the lowest he has against any team. Nesson's live coverage begins at 3 tomorrow with Red Sox first pitch. 1-2 the count to Evan Longoria. 2 outs here in the 8th. Just 2 hits for the Rays since the 2nd inning. The 1-2. On the ground, Gonzalez to Beckett. He needs Beckett. Beckett's there. Inning over. A 1-2-3 8th inning. A 4-1 Red Sox lead. Back at Fenway Park on this home opener, the game summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Adrian Gonzalez with a single in the 3rd inning to drive in a run as part of a 3-run 3rd inning for the Red Sox. Jacoby Ellsbury would drive in a run of his own. A base hit in the 4th inning that scored Kelly Shoppach, and the Red Sox had 4 runs for this. At second base, Jacoby Ellsbury injuring his right shoulder, has to leave the game, and it could be the biggest story of the day. Further evaluations being taken place by the Red Sox medical staff on Ellsbury. But the Red Sox have confirmed it is a right shoulder injury. They are doing further evaluations as Darnell McDonald leads it off in the 8th inning as he takes ball 1. The pitcher for the Rays, Joel Peralta, into his 4th game. He's got an inning and 2/3. Opponent sitting at 375 against Peralta. Allowed 2 runs and 2 hits in the 9th inning yesterday against the Tigers. Up an RBI triple to Alex Avila. There's a foul off to the right and out of play. Remind you, this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Boston Red Sox. There's a 1-1 to McDonald.
I'd like to send birthday wishes along to Patty Hogan of Brookline, celebrating a birthday today on the 13th of April.
That's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2 to McDonald.
And McDonald didn't like that at all. He thought that pitch was too low. Take a look at the Amica Pig zone. See exactly where it is. Just a little bit below the strike zone.
In the dirt, full count now to Darnell. Cody Ross and Mike Aviles are expected after McDonald bats here in the bottom of the 8th inning. In the air, foul down the right field line, giving chase is Pena. Hess Express, the proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2012 season, Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every Red Sox home run. Hess Express committed to helping the cause. 3-2 the count to Darnell McDonald. Leads it off here in the bottom of the 8th. Popped up foul and out of play again. Josh Lukey is up now for the Rays. In the air to left center field. Struck pretty well. Back towards the wall and off the wall. Karen played by Jennings. Throw to second base. Not going to be in time. That gets away. And be backed up by the catcher Molina. It's a wall ball double for Darnell McDonald to start the bottom of the 8th. Good at bat for Darnell.
Yes, it was. And Darnell, who's had a busy day out in left field today, chips in with this double. Fastball, middle plate. One bounce off that left field wall, and McDonald into second base. The relay got away, but really no more place for Darnell to go but to stay at second.
So a good start to the bottom of the 8th inning for the Red Sox. McDonald in scoring position, and Cody Ross coming up. Ross 0 for 3. He struck out, grounded into a double play, and grounded out. Mike Aviles waiting on deck. Red Sox batting here in the last of the 8th with nobody out. That's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 now to Cody Ross. Well, Peralta, the 4th pitcher used of the day for Tampa Bay. Well, batters to just an 0.72 mark last year. It was the best mark in the majors among relievers. It is 1-1. Bunt bid that is fouled off. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. Darnell McDonald at second base with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox have a 4-1 lead. It appears that the pen is quiet at the moment for the Red Sox. Josh Beckett is at 94 pitches through the first 8.
The Sevens was throwing last inning, and a lot of times what closers will do, if they're gonna come into the ball game, once there's 1 out or 2 outs, they'll get up and start to throw again. Will Beckett go back out for the 9th?
In the dirt, full count, 3-2 now to Cody Ross. Beckett had 21 games over 100 pitches thrown last year, and his season high was 125 pitches. But again, this is just his second start of this young season through 83 pitches in his first outing against Detroit that did not go well. But 94 pitches through 8 and just had a 1-2-3 8th inning. Top of the Rays order, getting Jennings, Pena, and Longoria. So we'll see. 3-2 to Cody Ross. Now bounce in for ball 4 and headed for third is McDonald. He will get there and round it. So a double and a walk to start this inning. Mix in a wild pitch that gets Darnell McDonald to third base.
That 3-2 split at that time from Peralta, getting away from Molina. Ball down in the dirt, actually deflects off the mask of Molina. So Cody Ross to first base, and Darnell McDonald has to put the brakes on, going hot around that third base bag.
Well, tomorrow afternoon, live from Yawkey Way and right after Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's, TC, Peter, and Jenny at 3:30. We'll preview Clay Buchholz's second start of the season as he takes them out against the Rays. Buchholz earned the win in his last outing against Tampa on June 16th. However, it ended up being his final start of the season as he missed the remainder of the year with a back injury. Live coverage begins at 3, only on NESN. Clay Buchholz getting ready for his second start of the year against this tough Rays lineup tomorrow afternoon from Fenway Park. Late afternoon baseball. First and third here in the 8th. And the home opener is Mike Aviles coming up with a chance to do some damage. Aviles grounding out in the 2nd, grounding out in the 4th, and then reached on an error. Throwing error committed by Reed Brignac. At shortstop. Throw to first, and back is Cody Ross.
Infield playing in for the Rays. Ross may try to steal.
Swing and a miss for Aviles. Rays scored first in this game back in the second inning at a 1-0 lead. The Red Sox would score 3 times in the third. They added a run in the fourth inning and have the 4-1 lead as they bat in the eighth looking for more. Darnell McDonald at third base, Cody Ross at first base, and nobody out. It's high and it's ball 2, 2-1.
You know, one thing we did see in spring training was a squeeze play from Bobby Valentine. And if he was going to put that on, the 2-1 count would be a good count to put it on. Well, and also the option to steal at first base.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Does neither at the moment. On deck, Kelly Shoppach, who's had a good day today. He's been on base 3 times with a couple of hits. High again, full count. Throw to first, and Ross back to the bag again. Walters come in and had a full count to all 3 batters that he's faced in this game, and about to throw his 20th pitch of the inning. Still does not have an out. Three-two pitch to Mike Aviles. That is ball 4, and down to first base goes Aviles. Back-to-back walks allowed by Peralta, and Red Sox have him loaded now. Nobody out in the 8th.
Tries that splitter again on the 3-2 count and can't find the strike zone with it. Walked Cody Ross on the splitter. Now goes back to it again on a 3-2 count to Aviles. It remains high. Red Sox with a chance to break this one open. It's a bases loaded situation with nobody out.
Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. No bases loaded, nobody out for Kelly Shoppach. He's been on base 3 times today. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd, doubled and scored in the 4th, and then singled in the 6th inning. Batting out of his number 9 spot in the order. Line to left field. This will get in, a fair ball to the corner. From third comes McDonald. Cody Ross will score. 2 runs in for the Red Sox. A big day for Kelly Shoppach and a 6-1 Red Sox lead.
Kelly Shoppach jumps all over that first fastball that's down and in from Peralta and finds that left field corner. What an afternoon he's had. Hit by a pitch, double. Base hit, stolen base. Now double to drive in 2 huge runs here in the 9th.
Well, Bobby Valentine plays him today against the Tampa Bay Rays, and boy, does it work out great for him. As Joe Madden at the hill to make the change. Peralta will lead without an out. It's 6-1 Red Sox on top. .com/schedule now to download the full season schedule into your favorite calendar program at home, in the office, or on the go. To remind you when the game is on, download it now at NESN.com/schedule. Well, after the runs were scored here, a couple of runs in, Bobby Valentine over to Josh Beckett. It's been a long wait, 21 minutes, and as he told him, his day is done. So Josh Beckett, very nice effort today. And
outstanding effort today, Don. You know, he did everything that he did not do in that first game against the Tigers. There was hardly anything down the middle of the plate today. Fastballs, inside, outside, change-ups, a couple of breaking balls. Outstanding performance by Beckett.
Ryan Sweeney takes ball one from the new pitcher Josh Lukey into the game here for the Rays. His fifth appearance of the year, last worked on Saturday, going an inning and a third against the Yankees in a no decision. Tough outing for him. 3 runs on 3 hits and 33 pitches. This has been a problem for the Rays. Their relief so far has struggled a little bit to begin the year. This one fouled off by Sweeney. The action in the Red Sox pen now is Franklin Morales by himself, the left-hander. Beckett throws 94 pitches, retires the last 4 batters that he faces. And he goes 8 innings today. Sweeney with a foul off to the left. The run Beckett allowed came back in the second inning. RBI double for Jeff Keppinger. It scored Ben Zobrist, and that's it for the Rays. Walk to batter. Not a big strikeout day, though, for Josh Beckett. Just 1 K today, but got the job done in his 8 innings. Sweeney will bloop it into left field, a base hit. From third comes Aviles. Trying to score is Shoppach. The throw to the plate is high. Shoppach's in. And the Red Sox take an 8-1 lead. 2 runs in on a little bloop single to short left. And the Red Sox have scored 4 times here in the 8th.
Now, this is a luxury the Red Sox have not had in the early going this season, having a big lead. That ball just sliced off the bat of Sweeney. Infield playing in. Aggressive coaching at third base by Jerry Royster. And the Red Sox pick up 2 more runs. 8-1 ball game.
Well, you're right. Aggressive coaching with see where Shoppach was when the left fielder had the ball. And
yes.
Shoppach certainly doesn't run very well, but bad throw.
If the throw's down, they'd probably have him out at home plate, but they caused the rush. The rush was a high throw, and Shoppach safe. What an afternoon for Kelly Shoppach.
Here's Dustin Pedroia, who does not have a hit today. He did get on base back in the 3rd inning with a walk. Great day for Kelly Shoppach, the former Tampa Bay Ray. (1-0) Pedroia. On the ground up the middle, diving. Shortstop is Elliott Johnson. The throw is going to be not in time. There's a base hit for Pedroia, his first hit of the day. Head first slide at first.
Good hustle down that line by Dustin Pedroia. I'll tell you, that was a heck of a play by Elliott Johnson, the shortstop. He has to go to his left. He dives, he gets up, and he makes it a close play at first base. I mean, that looked like an easy base hit for Dustin Pedroia, but he had to go diving in the first to pick up that base hit.
So 2 on and still nobody out. 4 runs in here for the Red Sox. They've opened it up 8-1. Adrian Gonzalez, the batter. Gets jammed and pops it up. Back goes Elliott Johnson. That's going to fall. They will stop Sweeney at third base, and the Red Sox have him loaded again with nobody out.
A 3-hit afternoon for Gonzalez. Not every ball has been crushed in this inning, but they certainly have been effective. Inside, kind of jams, gets on the hands of Gonzalez, but he muscles the ball out in a left field for the base hit.
It's been a good day for the Red Sox, and Red Sox Nation certainly keeping their fingers crossed for Jacoby Ellsbury, who left the game with a right shoulder injury. Happy with Kelly Shoppach starting today. Bobby Valentine making a very good decision today, as it turns out. Youkilis takes strike one. More action in the Red Sox pen. Mark Melanson is now warming. Eighth batter here of the eighth inning for the Red Sox. Still nobody out in the inning. This was the injury to Jacoby Ellsbury back in the fourth inning. Break up a double play, and he goes in hard with Reed Brignac and ends up landing on the right shoulder of Ellsbury and to leave this game. One is strike two over the outside corner. Youkilis didn't think so.
Very borderline, according to the pitch zone.
On the ground up the middle with the infield in into center field, a base hit. Sweeney will score. Pedroia behind him, and the Red Sox take a 10-1 lead. They have opened it wide open here in the eighth inning.
Well, it's starting to happen for Kevin Youkilis. A big day today. Couple of base hits, a sacrifice fly. He's had 3 runs batted in. His first 3 of the season. That's on a curveball. Kind of a rollover swing, but it gets up the middle for the base hit.
Still nobody out here in this inning here in the eighth. A 6-run inning right now for the Red Sox. Second time that they have gotten in double figures in runs. They lost the first time they did in Detroit against the Tigers, but much more in control this time, on top 10-1. Big Poppy takes ball one. Ninth member of the Red Sox to bat in the eighth. There's a strike, 1-1. So Peralta is charged with 4 runs. He did not record an out. And one of the bigger stories today has been this number right there, 8 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Fouled away, and 1-2. Since Josh Lukey has come in, he's faced 4 batters, not retired anybody either. And he has been charged with 2 runs so far. We have Adrian Gonzalez at second base, Kevin Youkilis at first, and nobody out. To left. And that's going to get to the track on the wall and a hop. From second, Gonzalez will score, throw to third, and Youkilis is safe at third base. A double for David Ortiz, an 11-1 Red Sox lead.
What a good feeling this has to be. You know, we talked about on the road trip one of those complete team wins where everybody feels good. And everybody offensively feels good today. Josh Beckett feels good today. A nice, comfortable lead. Don Orsillo feels good today.
Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, out there telling Josh Lukey, right now you are taking one for the team here at this point. 11-1, you are going to stay out here. They do not have an out yet, and it's been a 7-run eighth inning. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Kia Motors, and by Sullivan Tire. Third time this year the Red Sox have batted around. It is Darnell McDonald who bats here for the second time. His double got this 8th inning started. Look out, pitch up over the head as breaking ball. 77 mile an hour as the crowd boos, but slipped out of the hand of Lukey. Ball 2-2-0. Ball 3-3-0. th pitch of the inning for Rays pitching without an out. There's a strike to Darnell, and it's 3-1. David Price started this game and is on the hook. Left a long time ago. 3 innings pitched for Price today, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits. Strike 2, full count. Lukey, since coming in, has been charged with 3 runs of his own. Youkilis at third, Ortiz at second. It's been a 7-run 8th inning, and there's still nobody out. Pitch inside, ball 4, and Darnell McDonald down to first base to load the bases. Third walk of the inning allowed by Rays pitching.
That's not where you would expect the ball on a 3-2 count. Darnell McDonald sliding out of the way. Still nobody out for the Red Sox in the 8th.
Cody Ross walks his last time up. Ross started the game in right field. And when Jacoby Ellsbury had left with the shoulder injury, Ross moved from right to center. And Ryan Sweeney came into the game in right. Ross with a swing and a miss, 1-1. Tap foul, 1-2. Beckett waiting on deck. Nobody out in the 8th. 11th member of the Red Sox to bat in the inning. Ross hits a fly ball out to deep center field. Back goes Jennings onto the track, has room and makes the catch. Tagging at third base and scoring is Kevin Youkilis, the 12th Red Sox run. There's the first out finally of the 8th inning. Sac fly for Ross, picks up his first RBI in a Red Sox uniform. Two on, one away, and Mike Aviles coming up. Gillis grounding out in the second, in the fourth, reached on an error in the sixth, and then walked as part of this eighth inning. Inside for ball one. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Looks like we'll be seeing Mark Melanson for the top of the ninth inning. A lot of different guys warming up in the pen, but Melanson, the last man standing out there right now, warming up. Inside for ball two.
You kind of had the feeling if this game stayed at 4-1 like it was going into this inning that we may see Josh Beckett again.
Yes.
He was under 100 pitches, and then once they got a couple of runs, that's when Bobby Valentine told him his afternoon was over.
Into right field, a base hit for Vilas. Ortiz will take third as McDonald moves up to second, and the Red Sox have him loaded again. Second time in this inning that Mike Aviles has been on, his first hit of the day.
Everybody has a hit in the Red Sox lineup today with the exception of Cody Ross, but Cody Ross does have a sacrifice fly to drive in a run.
More runners in scoring position and more good results for the Red Sox. 10 for 15 in that category. Bases reloaded for Boston. One out of the inning. Kelly Shoppach, who's had a terrific day. 3-hit performance. He's been on base 4 times in the game. Breaking ball in there for strike one. Shadows encompassing both the mound and home plate. Right field right now dealing with the sunshine. Outside 1-1.
Don't forget tomorrow a 4 o'clock start here at Fenway Park. Pre-game show starts at 3 o'clock with TC.
Popped up left side of the infield. Elliott Johnson, the shortstop. The infield fly rule in effect as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 down in the 8th. Base is still loaded, and it's back up top for Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney has popped out to short and singled. He has also scored a run today. Let's start offensively to his season. First year in a Red Sox uniform for Ryan Sweeney, who takes strike one. In the air to left field. Matt Joyce is there, and he'll make the catch. 14 batters came to bat. Red Sox score 8 times and take a 12-1 lead to the 9th. For Nesson Daily, presented by Sunlight Financial. They'll have a complete recap of all the sights and sounds from today's opener at Fenway, plus a preview of Bruins-Caps Game 2. Matchup tomorrow at the Garden as the Bees look to take a 2-0 series lead following last night's overtime thriller. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight at 10, only on Nesson. It's been a great opening day here for the Red Sox, on top 12-1 as they score 8 times in the 8th. And after 8 innings, giving up 1 run, Josh Beckett departs and Mark Melanson comes into the game for Boston. His 3rd appearance of the year. It's been a tough go of it so far for Melanson in his first 2 outings. Works the 9th inning here with a 12-1 lead. Melanson coming over from the Houston Astros, the Jed Lowry deal. Matt Joyce to lead it off here for the Rays in the 9th inning. It's a tight ball game going into the 8th. It was just 4-1. Red Sox had the lead, but they bang out 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Take control of this game. 1 for 3 day today for Matt Joyce, as he takes strike 1. Josh Beckett today, 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. He walked a batter, struck out a batter through 94 pitches. Dramatically different results this time out in comparison to his last outing in Detroit against the Tigers. Chop foul over by the Red Sox dugout, and it's 1-2. In the air to center field. Ross tracking it as he goes back to the warning track to make the catch on the run. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need. It's right here on Nesson, and it's right here at Fenway Park. They'll be on Yawkey Way after the game.
Stop by, check out how things are going.
Absolutely.
Go to Bobby Valentine's press conference first, and then head out to Yawkey Way.
1 down in the 9th. Then Zobrist batting. He singled back in the 2nd inning, walked in the 4th, and grounded out in the 6th inning. In there for strike 1, 2-1 to Zobrist. Red Sox out hitting the Rays 16-5 today, and Zobrist has 1 of those hits. High fly ball down the right field line towards the corner and the pole, and that ball is gone. A home run for Ben Zobrist, his first of 2012. Hit down that right field line around the pole, and the Rays get their 2nd run of the day.
Now the last run coming back in the 2nd inning, and the 2nd run coming here in the 9th. They wanted the fastball away, but it stayed inside middle plate, and Zobrist hooks it right down that right field line for the home run.
Here's Jeff Keppinger. Keppinger a double in the 2nd inning to drive in the Rays' first run. 1 for 3 day. He grounds it foul to the end of the Red Sox dugout. And Lance is still looking for that first clean inning in which he can come in and have a 1-2-3 inning. He's getting to him here for a run with 1 out in the 9th. On the ground as Gonzalez ranges. Melanson will cover for the out. 2 down.
Well, I said this many times last year, and I'll say it again. Adrian Gonzalez is as good as I've ever seen leading a pitcher to the first base bag. I mean, he goes a long way to his right to make this play. Now watch the throw. Leads him perfectly to that first base bag where he can make the catch, find the bag, and tag the bag.
So 2 down in the 9th as Stephen Vogt, the batter. 0 for 3 today. He's grounded out twice and flied out to left as he takes strike 1. Tap foul the dish, and it's 1-2. This capacity crowd at Fenway Park stands as one as the Red Sox try to grab the home opener. Strike 3 call. The Red Sox do win the home opener. Much needed victory and a good homecoming for the Red Sox as they have a huge 8th inning. And Jay, you got to feel a little bit better about Josh Beckett after seeing him work today.
Oh, absolutely. No comparison at all to the first outing. Fastball on the corners today. Excellent changeup. Good breaking ball. A lot of swings early in the count. Outstanding performance by Beckett in this one today.
Final score 12-2. The Red Sox beat the Rays. For Jerry Remy and Jenny Dell, I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow afternoon for Game 2 of this series. Pitching matchup, Clay Buchholz and Jeremy Hellickson. Our live coverage begins at 3 o'clock from Yawkey Way. This has been a presentation of Nesson, New England's most watched sports network. Time now for Tom Caron and the crew right on Yawkey.